Right, so I like to say Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Kodash, double ones to the apostles and the elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. So I want to set Salakia, hopefully I'm not babbling, and I'm not really going into different topics. The whole topic is practically about Jeremiah the 15th chapter. It's a prophecy, and we're going into the prophecy just to recap. That we're going into the destruction of America, the wickedness of America, the vengeance of the Lord that He's gonna place upon the nations for what they did to His chosen people. The Lord delivering His chosen people, the remnant, and the death and destruction that's coming to America, and included in that, you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, 2/3 of you. So this is what Jeremiah 50 is going into. So we're not hopping topics or nothing like that. I just wanted to recap on that, so you don't think I'm just rambling on about something. For all those that's watching and paying attention and being diligent, right? So going back to this, Jeremiah 50:7, all that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against Yahweh, the inhabitation of justice, even Yahweh, the hope of their fathers. Remove out of the midst of Babylon, and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be as the he-goats before the flocks. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows, it says, their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. And I wanted to finish off on that Jeremiah 3:9, going into the war, because this is what's coming to America is war, and I wanted to finish this off. So let's see, I believe I got this Joel 3, and I'll read back 2. I will go gather all nations, and will bring them down unto the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them. Therefore my people, for my inheritance Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of the Palestines? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, would I return your recompense upon your own head? It says, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye may remove them far from the border. It says, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will turn your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for Yahweh have spoken it. Well, I thought, and real quick, I wanted to say that to you Christians. I thought God was all love, man. I thought He loved all nations. But here He said, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah. So this goes to show you, man, that the Lord is a man of balance. He's the true power. He's a man of balance. He's not this imagination figurine God that these Christians have created in their own minds and in their own doctrines, right? It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. So the Lord said, prepare war. And this was the point verse that I wanted to get in Joel, the 3rd chapter, is this one: prepare ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. And that's what the Lord is doing. He's preparing war to bring death and destruction among these nations. And guess what? Again, this is the vengeance of Yahweh Shemel Shah. He said, when you go into Deuteronomy, Salakia, what is that? Deuteronomy 32 and 35, I think. He said, for this is my vengeance. I think it's Deuteronomy 32 and 35. Let me see. Yeah, so 32 and 35, it says, "To me belongeth vengeance, and recompense their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the thing that shall come upon them make haste." And this is what's gonna come down upon you, you heathens, man. Your foot is gonna slip in due time. And guess what? When your foot slip through the will and the power of your Habashim Shah, you gonna slip, and guess who's gonna be standing over you? Jake, man. Jake gonna be standing over you, man. But if you like it or not. So let me finish that Joel 3 and 9. So it says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw nigh, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong." And this is what's happening. You know, you got all these nations that was once weak are now strong. Why? Because they have nuclear capabilities. They have nuclear power. This is why, and you know, I just want to say this is one of the reasons why America can invade Iran. One, because it's part of the BRIC nations. So if they invade Iran, they're gonna have to deal with Russia, China, etc. One, Iran have nuclear capabilities. So you're not picking on a nation like that. You're not picking on a nation that have the power to wipe out hundreds of millions of people with just one missile, right? And a nuclear missile at that. And this is what the Lord is preparing for the world. The Lord is preparing for the world that fire. And that fire is going to come down heavy, man. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords. And this is what's going to come too, man, is that a lot of you men going to be drafted, man. A lot of you are going to be drafted, because when this war happens and you see them numbers dwindle in the military, man, they come into people's houses and they snatching you out the house, and they gonna give you a gun, they gonna give you a some military clothes and tell your ass to go out there and fight. Hey, that's what's gonna happen, man. If you watch that movie, what is this called, man? Man, I think it's called The End of the World, the Days End, the Past Days End. Oh no, my bad, Salaka. Tomorrow War. You ain't watched that movie, man. Watch that movie. They was just throwing ninjas. They was just throwing them in war. Hey, they didn't know what they was going out there to fight. They Hey, that Tomorrow War, man, that was some shit. Hey, they didn't know what they was going out there to fight, man. All they know, they had to put on some suits. They put some guns on, and they went out there and got killed. They didn't know what the hell they was out there. Hey, no information whatsoever. You some soldiers now. You know, you some soldiers. You gonna go out there and you gonna fight. This is what's coming. And this is why that whole woman liberation shit, hey man, it's gonna affect a lot of you women, because there's more women in the world than men. So all you feminist, fingernail wearing, pants, I want rights as a man, guess what? A lot of you gonna be in war, man. And it's coming down the pipe real soon. We at the like you said, we at the final countdown. That's it, man. A lot of you gonna be in war. You're gonna be confused. You ain't gonna know what to do. You're gonna be getting yelled at. You're gonna be panicking. Hey, you might get shot in your head. You might lose a limb, right? It's gonna be all so. Hey, look at Ukraine, man. Ukraine was a perfect example of what's about to come to the world, man. The difference is Ukraine was that they threw a bunch of 12-year-old, 13, 14-year-old boys out there to fight war, right? And had all you women go do your thing. And then what the women were doing, the women was on Tinder and shit, getting men on Tinder. Because why? Because they don't have that whole woman equality, all that shit. Nah, they don't play that shit over there, man. The men going first. But in America, it's gonna be different. In America, when they come drafting motherfucker, If you got an old enough daughter, yo, that she gonna be out there fighting too. She gonna be out there fighting too, man. It's about to get real crazy real soon out here, man. Real soon. It says beat your plowshares into sword, because a lot of you working men and a lot of you working women out there that's putting your hard work and effort to do what you're doing now, your ass gonna be thrown out there too, man. You gonna be thrown out there too. All you muscle bound working motherfuckers, right? That's in the gym pushing all that iron. You gonna be out there too, man. And all them muscles ain't gonna count for nothing when that bullet pierce your ass. I'm telling you. Because this is what's coming, man. A lot of death and destruction. A lot of day. The scripture says what? I shall gather them in the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is the city of judgment. The Lord going to bring a lot of judgment, man. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Hey, if you watch that, think about that one movie, the 300, man. Remember when Leonidas asked them, he said they were, what were they called again, man? I forgot what they were called. Right, Salakia. I'm going to get back to that because I want to say something about the 300. But I'm going to end it from here and say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. And salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work. In truth and sincerity, I like to say Shalom.